Best way to protect your motorcycle if you live in an apartment complex.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
You know, I understand a lot of you guys that, you know, concerned that your motorcycle could get tampered with or get stolen if you live in an apartment complex like in this area here. You know, you leave your motorcycle out here in the parking lot, you know, you never know what can happen with your bike. Somebody, they steal bikes. Here in Ohio, they don't seem, motorcycle theft isn't a big issue out here for some reason, I don't know. But I'll tell you, down in like the warmer states like Florida, I can tell you firsthand in Florida, man, they steal motorcycles like hotcakes, especially sport bikes. My sister's boyfriend got his bike stolen the very next day after he bought it, man. But they ran a scam on him, a Craigslist scam, which I did a video on that. If you want to see that video in the description and comment section of this video, I'll include that link. But yeah, when you and I told him when he bought the bike, I said, dude, you need to find a way to secure your bike, man. Bring that bike into your condo, because he lives in a townhouse actually, but they don't have garages. So I said, you need to either bring that in, put it out on a patio, on your patio where it's enclosed, do something, but do not leave that bike sitting out in the parking lot. And also get insurance. Get comprehensive insurance that includes theft insurance. If somebody were to steal your bike, they'll cover it. He didn't listen to me. He said, nah, man, nah, I ain't paying all them prices. Nah, forget that. And I'm not bringing my bike in my condo. You're crazy, dude. What's wrong with you? Nobody brings a motorcycle in their house or condo or apartment. Get out of here, dude. And he got his bike stolen. Like I said, I think it was literally within 24 hours or 48 hours his bike got stolen. He was out like $5,000. He had a Suzuki GSXR 600, I think, or 750, stolen. They picked it up, gone. He lost $6,000 just like that, man. But what he could have did out here is, and I told him this too, but he's just, it went over the top of his head, and he said, nah, man. And he is to get a cargo van like I have. Get you, and he's in construction, so he would have needed a cargo. A cargo van would have been perfect for him. But with the cargo van, you could, you know, I built a custom bug out moto van, which you don't have to build. You can just get a plain old cargo van, load that bike in there when you're not using it, so that way it's protected. Nobody sees the motorcycle in there. Nobody thinks that a motorcycle is going to be in a van unless somebody sees you putting it in there. But even then, you could put security on that van, and so I mean, it's gonna deter them from stealing the bike, because it's not something they can steal quickly like they can with a motorcycle that's sitting in a parking lot, which they pick up. This two men will jump out of a minivan and pick that bike up and within seconds. But if it's in the van, they'd have to steal the van with the bike or break into the van, and that's gonna take some time. And the more time it takes, and if that van has security, it's a higher chance they're going to get caught. They're probably not going to mess with your bike if it's in a van. And also, you could do like I did, and you could slowly, well, I didn't slowly do it. I did it pretty quickly. I built a bug out moto van, a camper van that accommodates my motorcycle, so I can live in it with live in the van with my motorcycle. But you can build a setup like I did. I got a bunch of build videos to show you how to do it. I have a bug out van video playlist. You can go check that out on my website, CycleCruza.com. And I've got, if you click on my videos, see, that's defensive ride. You look at that car. I'm looking at every car as though that car is going to pull out on me, man. And that's how I tell you, that's how you have to ride out here. But anyways, yeah, you can, for cheap. You know, although I put a crap load of stuff in my van, just the basic stuff like the folding bed, the cabinet, and all that, and the flooring, and the foam insulation and stuff like that's less than $1,000 that it would cost you to do that. I even have links to all of the stuff that I use to build my van, so if you want to get the stuff that I have, make it easier on yourself, and go to my website again, click on the menu tab, My Van Stuff, and those are links to all the stuff I use to build my bug out van. And you can too if you want to, but if you don't want to do all that, you could get a cheap cargo van like I did, $3,000 Chevy Express van. I highly recommend them if you can find one and clean. I got mine from a company that had it on a 10-year lease, and they obviously, if it's a company, they're going to maintain it well. They will beat the hell out of it. They're not going to treat it that well inside, so which I had to do a lot of cleaning inside. But overall, the condition, the brakes, everything, engine, transmission, I mean, that van drives. I got 160 something thousand miles on it, and I'll tell you, that van, which it's the 3500, it's got that the big V8 engine in it, and which can easily get over 500,000 miles. That van drives smooth. I mean, it drives as smooth as my Lexus, man. The engine is just butter smooth, and I've had no problems with it, so I can highly recommend. And there's the Chevy Express vans. Get the big V8 if you can, and you can get parts everywhere with those. Anything goes wrong with them, you can pretty much, a lot of the stuff you can fix yourself on there, and you can get it for cheap, the parts for cheap. Most junkyards actually will have parts for a Chevy Express van. But yeah, man, just get one of those, and if you convert it, like say you do the bug out conversion like I did, your insurance company, at least my insurance company through State Farm, you can convert it to an RV. You take pictures of the inside to show that you made some modifications to it, and they will convert your policy for that van to a RV policy, which will save you a fortune. I pay like $200 a year, man, on that van, as where when I first got it, I was paying like $375 for every like 6 months. Now like $200 for the whole year. So by making that conversion, it's actually going to pay off those mods that you did to the van to make it a camper van, a bug out moto van. And by the way, if you want to see, I have a YouTube channel with all of my bug out van stuff and anything and everything bug out life is on that channel. Go check it out. youtube.com/bugoutmoto, which I'll include a link to in the description and comment section of this video. But yeah, guys, just a simple cargo van, loaded up. You know, when you get done riding, your bike is protected from the elements. It's like you got a rolling garage with you. You can keep all the tools in there. You can also, you know, work out of that van, and you can do your maintenance, you know, out of that van if you want to. They're just really awesome to have. I think everybody should have a bug out moto van, especially motorcycle riders. I think everybody should have a cargo van. They're just so useful for everything. You know, going to get sheets of plywood, or big screen TVs, or like that my motorcycle lift that I got at Harbor Freight. My setup, it's still useful as a cargo van, even though I have all that stuff in there. It's just, I love that van, man. I want to build another one, even better, a 4x4 van, maybe a Mercedes Sprinter 4x4, and build a really sick bug out moto van. Have two of them, have a backup. I wouldn't get rid of my original. I keep that. I love it. But yeah, guys, I hope these tips help you out. I mean, they're unconventional tips, and some of you gonna, you know, scoff at that because you're like everybody else. You're sheeple, and you're just used to doing the traditional way of doing things. And but hey, that's on you, man. But I think it's a good tip. And also, it'll save you, you know, if you rent a garage at an apartment complex, they generally will charge like an extra $100 plus a month. I mean, so if you buy a van for like $3,000, if you live in apartments for a period of time, I mean, it'll pay itself off just from saving on the garage fees. And also with the garage, would worry about is somebody can easily break into the garage. And and they can, I mean, they can easily break into your van too, but at least you have an alarm on the van, as where a garage doesn't have an alarm. They can break on it and take your bike out within seconds. But I hope that helps you guys. For those of you who want to get my gear, you know, my camel pants, my cameras, my everything, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or you can go to my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab, My Gear, and those are current links to all of my motorcycle gear and mods to my bikes even.
Check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, that showcases a van that I customized for cheap that allows me to live in my van with my motorcycle anywhere, and has a ton of cool mods. And that channel has everything from build videos, trip videos, anything and everything Bug Out Moto. Hey, hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. It really helps me get motivated to make more videos when you hit the thumbs up button. As a courtesy, I included 2 video playlists, one for new riders, and those are all of the videos I've done over the years that I feel are helpful for new riders, and also my popular videos playlist. Hey, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Take care.